your stage.
How could I share this? How do I share this? PPT. Maybe the. Wait a minute. Let me set my screen up. USB in device not connected, Bora. I'm sorry. Displays आ गया हाँ DVX 0.0
डिस्प्ले हो गया पीपीटी खोलिए जो पीपीटी रन करना है ठीक है सर ये ठीक है
ये ठीक है ना ये PPT इधर है नहीं it's not coming है ना इधर है ना
नहीं स्लाइड शो दिस इज स्लाइड शो
Wonderful. This is a slideshow. Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you, whoever's left. Thank you for staying. And DJ, wherever you are, appreciate you having me on stage. So DJ asked me to give a little talk about crypto. And so what I'm saying is Bitcoin's dead. The fear and greed index right now is minus 14. So we're completely dead. So a few days ago, we've got our celebrated Indian author, and he also said that cryptos get dead. So basically what we should do right now is sell everything and move back into fiat. Um, if people don't believe that, let's just move on. So, this is the chart. This is the chart of crypto from 2011 onwards. So what we're seeing is and this is a log chart. This is a log exponential chart. This is when the price was first fractions of a cent, and then it went up most recently to about $69,000. Bitcoin's been called dead for quite a few times now. So if I open this page, this is Bitcoin's dead. The number of people who've called Bitcoin dead over the years from 2010 till date. So if I had one Bitcoin for every time one of these articles came out, I would have 385 Bitcoin today. Yeah, and these are fairly serious people, as you can see. Some of them, Warren Buffett is in here, Peter Schiff is in here, Ray Dalio is there. So you can see that Bitcoin. A lot of people have called Bitcoin dead over the years. So let's just go back to the presentation. So this does happen. This is the crypto market. There is volatility here. Some of these charts may not be perfectly accurate because of my hand. I'm very sorry. But we've got a 93% drawdown back in 2012. We've had a 2-week drawdown of about 80% from week to week. And 86%, we've got 83%, 71%, and then 77%. I mean, crypto people are masochists, are seriously masochists, if they're willing to live through drawdowns like this. But there's an upside. So the first bull run, we've had 4 bull runs so far. So every 4 years, there is a bull run because of the way that Bitcoin is, the Bitcoin code works. And that's based on the halving. So the first bull run gave us something like 3000x. The second one gave 560x. I'm talking about 560 multiples. I'm not talking about 560% multiples. So if you started with $1, you would have $3,000. Then you would have $560 into 3,000, and then the last two gave us roughly 111 times, and the last one was only about 20x. Again, I'm not very accurate with the numbers over here. I'm just taking what the chart has given me, and being that this is a weekly chart, it's a little hard to get it accurate. So those of you who've heard of the latest Bitcoin is dead, 22 edition. So earlier this year, we had a Terra Luna collapse, where there was an altcoin collapse. We had several hedge funds, we had several depositors file for bankruptcy. And then very recently, we got the second biggest exchange in the world went bankrupt. A lot of local companies have also got caught up in the contagion, but there is a bright side to this. So if you have survived this without selling your crypto or without selling your Bitcoin, congratulations, you're a holder now. You have suffered the pain. And now, you can rebuild. So what do we do now? Now for the next, what is the best strategy that we could think of? Recognize the reality. Cryptocurrencies are in a bear market. Everyone else is in a bull market, but we are not. We've been in a bear market since November last year. The previous all-time high has been broken, which is the first time this ever happened in a 4-year cycle. The previous all-time high has been broken. So the technical analysis changed since the last time. Prices may go down. Prices may go down a lot lower before they come back up. But then, Selling now because the prices may go down is you're selling the lows because we're already 77% down. And then now altcoins will bleed a lot more than Bitcoin. What do I mean by this? Let's just go to one of our cryptocurrency charts. So we've got cryptocurrency prices by market cap. And we can see Bitcoin went down about 4.8% over the last week. Ethereum went down by about 6.7%. BNB went down by 10%. And then Dogecoin, Matic, all of them have gone down quite a bit. Now, over the last couple of hours, last 24 hours, Bitcoin's come back 1.2%, but these other coins will not return the same way. So altcoins, so when Bitcoin goes up and comes down, altcoins go down. But when Bitcoin goes back up, altcoins will not reflect that. So this is a generalization, but it has been known to happen. I'm not saying all altcoins will do it, but in general, altcoins will do it. So this is a time to be safe. Protect your capital. Do not either stay in cash or stay in Bitcoin. Maybe a little bit of Ethereum with reservations. So I did not want to put multiple strategies. DJ wanted me to talk about different things. But right now, if you are in a cryptocurrency, stay in Bitcoin. Stay heavy in Bitcoin. Stay heavy in stablecoin, whichever stablecoin of your choice. I'm not going to give you a name over there. So what has happened in the past? So 2013, we had a bull run. 2014, 2015, 2016, we had a bear market. Any of the altcoins around from then? Maybe two, Dogecoin and LTC. 2017 run, we had a bull run. 2018, we had a bull run, and then we had a bear market. How many of the altcoins are around today from that time? Maybe a few. Ethereum is one of them, XRP and the like. But most of the other altcoins have disappeared. So most altcoins will die this cycle. A few good altcoins will come back the next cycle, but the next cycle will probably be fueled by newer and better cryptocurrencies, newer and better technologies. Whatever happens in 2024, there'll be people building all this time. So we go to the picture on the right. The perception is Bitcoin is a part of crypto. But that's not true. Bitcoin is the index. Crypto will follow Bitcoin. Until today, crypto will follow Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, crypto is going to follow that. So, what do we do in guidelines for a bear market? So, focus on security. So I made this video, I made this presentation, basically after the FTX debacle, and I still see a lot of people, I hear of a lot of people who have left their funds on their exchange, a lot of people who do not know how to self-custody. A lot of people who just think, okay, the prices are going to go up and I'll sell it. But if the exchange disappears, all your coins are gone. So focus on security. Learn how to self-custody your Bitcoin. Learn how to self-custody your stable coins, your altcoins. Please do not leave your coins on the exchange. If you're trading, leave a trading amount on the exchange. Keep everything else on a hardware wallet. Learn how to securely move currencies to your own wallets. There are plenty of videos on YouTube which teach you how to create a wallet. So if you don't want to buy a hardware wallet, Exodus and MetaMask are there, you have to be worried about your cryptocurrency security. Cryptocurrency is basically as secure as you can make it. So just plugging in my favorite retailer, etherbit.in, they will They usually, they take care of the Indian markets very well. Protect your capital first and accumulate Bitcoin slowly. We can't do anything. There's going to be another possibly 2 years of bear market. Do not go all in. Do not go rushing into, rushing into deploy your funds right now just because prices have dropped. So, how do I do that? Simple accumulation strategy. I have a covered call on my Bitcoin. I have cash secured puts, which will allow me to acquire Bitcoin. So this is all I'm doing right now. So we'll go to. So again, this is one of the exchanges I trade on. So Delta. So what I do, let's assume you don't have any Bitcoin. Today you have no crypto and you want to get into crypto. What am I doing? I will tell you, look at, just to give you a small basic on the crypto options, you have a daily option, which is the 19th, the 18th. Okay, thank you. You have a 2-day option, which is the 19th. You have a weekly option, which is on the 25th. So all Bitcoin options are basically end on at 00 UTC time, 000 UTC time. Now, and the Bitcoin weekly option expires on a Friday evening, so 5:30 p.m. India time. Then you have a 2 weekly option, a monthly option, and a 2 monthly option. So how will I, what am I doing over here? I'm simply selling, let's assume I do not have any Bitcoin today and I want to buy it. I'm going to sell a put. I'm going to sell an out of the money put for the 2nd of December. And I'm going to pick a delta, which is fairly out of the money. The delta is usually the percentage of likeliness that the option gets in the money. So let's say I'm picking something under 0.3. I'm going to pick the 0.26 delta. So this is going to cost me, this is going to give me $421 per Bitcoin, which I have $420, $21 of premium per Bitcoin size. This is a 1 Bitcoin contract. Now, let's say this expires out of the money in December, on the 25th of this is the 22nd of December. So I'm picking the 30th of December right now, and I am selling the 0.3 delta, the 0.28 delta. So this is giving me $890. And the strike price is $15,000. So effectively saying, I'm willing to buy Bitcoin below $15,000 at a premium, which I'll take, of $879. And today's price is $16,791. So if I get exercised, I'll buy the Bitcoin. I'll take the Bitcoin. I'll take it into my holding. And then I'll start selling calls. I'll start selling the out of money calls. Now, so let's assume we're still going for 0.3. The out of the money call, the 0.36 delta, is 686, and that's at 19,000. So now I'm willing to sell my Bitcoin at $19,000 plus 685 premium. So I have my Bitcoin as collateral, and I'm selling the call. And that gives you roughly, if you look at it, I did the math, and it roughly gives you about 2 to 3% a month. And this is on an asset which you already own, which you are ready to own. So we're not looking for outsized returns. We're not looking for crazy, option strategies. I cannot do that. There are million brilliant options traders here who will probably come up with better strategies. But I just want it simple. I don't want to take too much trouble. I'm going to look at it once a week, adjust anything if I have to. Say if the option has dropped in value, I'll rebuy it. I'll sell the next 0.3 delta. So you can do that on a daily strategy. You can do that on a daily strategy. The strike prices are very close together. So, but the risk is more because there is volatility. This is Bitcoin. So you can do it on a daily option, a 2-day option, and basically what you're doing is just hedging and trying to accumulate more BTC until the next bull run. And we've seen that, when the bull run comes, there is significant. So even the last one. So this was 2019, and this was COVID. So COVID, we had a price, I think we reached a low of 3,800, and we reached a high of 69,000. So even if I mean, let's just assume I got lucky and I got COVID Bitcoin of 3,800, and I were to sell today. Today it's 16,880, and we are 1 year into the bear market today. So I'm not saying it's a bottom, but we're close. So I'm still 300% up from bottom to bottom. Yeah. So I don't really need to do anything. I just wait my time, do some cover my downside, and just accumulate slowly. We have 2 years. We have 2024 is the next halving. Accumulate slowly. I do not want to go into altcoin strategies right now because we have time. Again, altcoins will bleed. So for the next 6 months to 1 year, unless things change, we're not going to go heavy into altcoins. We're not going to go. If you're holding something, hold it. Otherwise, probably don't put fresh funds into it. But just bide your time right now. Accumulate, use a covered call and a cash secured put strategy, and try to build some portfolio. And let's get ready for 2024, 25. Okay. Any questions? I have a lot of people who are, skeptical about crypto still. Straddle. You have to. It is very volatile. Yes, it is very volatile. So, like if you look at the volatility, the Nifty or the Bank Nifty volatility. Let me just give you options data. So the Bank Nifty volatility is 15 to 25. Maybe we've gone to 30, 40 in the peak. Yeah. One second, it's just going to come up. So this was last week. This was during this was 10 days ago, during the FTX crash. So the volatility went up from, so the standard Bitcoin volatility is somewhere about 50, 45, 50. And it went up to 200, let's go to weekly option. $169, 216 on Deribit. So low 200s, in the 200 range. And there was such an IV, expansion at that point. But this was a very rare case. This is one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges falling. But yes, there's definitely more volatility than stocks. and Bank Nifty and Nifty. So you will have to, I mean, you get good opportunities, but the downside is you have that risk. And definitely, I think Sharik came up, Sharik Shamsuddin has done a couple of good strategies, um, which, which work on this, and it can be traded, Depends on who you are. Like hardcore traders, option sellers, and they keep an eye on it all the time. They can probably do much better than what I'm doing.
Yeah, so based on your own experience, because this cryptocurrencies they goes up very crazy, they goes down very fast. Okay, so what do you think? The trading of directly a Bitcoin would be trading directly underlying would be much better approach than trading options with them.
Is it better? Um, I mean, trading Bitcoin definitely works in the bull market and in the beginning part of the bear market. But now, we've seen most of the downside. So now I think we are, and we've had a lot of liquidations, we've had a lot of Bitcoin coming on the market. So there will be a period of accumulation. So you might not see that large movements. You will see movements. I'm not saying you won't, especially when the Fed decides to, give an announcement. But it's not, it's going to be a little slower. It is going to be a little slower. It's still pretty fast. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. But it is very tradable. It is very tradable. You can actually, so you can build bots, which is something which I might restart, optimizing algos for Bitcoin. Yeah, especially when you're trading on futures. Anyone else?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Sir, don't mind my question, it's a bit silly. So, let's say इसमें 30% टैक्स देना पड़ता है और बैंक निफ्टी में there is no such thing. मतलब there is this tax slabs and all everything, but comparatively,
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. So, on the coin, when you're buying spot, you have to pay the tax. I mean, you have there's that tax and the TDS. On the futures, it's business income. So the same as on the futures and the options, it's treated the same as any future and option.
thank you.
No, you have to take care of your tax issues.
No, what I'm
No,
saying, like zero, the other brokers they do provide a capital
Yeah,
short term.
you'll get a, you should, I mean, I'm not sure about Delta Exchange, but everyone should give you
Yeah,
a profit and loss statement. So Binance gives you a profit and loss statement. You just go plug it into your tax software, and that gives you a, profit and complete overview.
Pradeep, there would be a lot of in terms of when you calculate in terms of INR to pay the taxes, that would be a lot of conflict would be there because I don't know because when I did the profit that would be at the Bitcoin rate would be different versus when I'm paying actually the tax on March 31st, the Bitcoin rate would be completely different. How do we decide?
Okay, so you're buying USDT at a price with INR, and then you're buying. Let's assume you're buying spot. I'm not going to, and the spot is tax free right now. So your cost price is your USDT to INR, and then you have a USDT to Bitcoin conversion. So those two costs are taken care of. Those two values are taken thing. And then when you sell, you have two transactions out. So if you're going from Indian rupee to to USDT to Bitcoin to and then back to USDT and INR. So that's 5 transactions.
So every transaction we have to note down all that rates.
Every transaction will have its own rate.
No, no,
Yes.
we have to note down the rates of USDNR, USDT, all those rates for the calculation because that tax paying it's too complex. It looks like.
It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated because um, there are apps which take your which you basically you need to you connect your exchange API or you need to connect your wallets, and those apps will calculate all the values for you, and they'll just give you a number. And I think you can do. So Coinly is one that I use, and it gives you about 10,000 transactions free, and after that it's chargeable.
Okay.
So if you do less than 10,000 transactions a year, they'll give you the free
Okay.
free thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much exposure one should have, considering all asset classes in cryptocurrencies? How much exposure one should have as an asset class when we compare with equities, debt, and gold, real estate?
Okay, that's a good question. If you're okay, people like me would have a lot more than what you would consider normal. But generally, if you want to have exposures, start with a small number. Start with 2%, 5%, and get in during the bear market. You don't get in. So a lot of people, what they do is they start seeing the news on TV, on the internet, and Bitcoin breaking new highs at that time, and that's when they get in. And inevitably, you're buying at or at the somewhere in the middle of the bull run or at the end of the bull run, and then the bear market. You've seen that 94% drawdowns. People don't survive that. So, very good thing is to accumulate slowly during the bear market. Do about 5% of, or do what you can afford. Do what you can afford. Test it out. See how it goes. Because a lot of us have been around. It was, back in 2013, you didn't know what will happen. It went up to $1,000, came down to $200. Nobody knew it'll go back up to $1,000. But it's done. If you look at it, every halving cycle, it has gone up, and it's gone up by a factor of at least 10. So history may not repeat, but it does rhyme. So this is, we're playing the odds. There is a good chance that Bitcoin will go to zero tomorrow. I mean, there's not a good chance, but in my opinion, it's not a good chance. But it's a probability. It's a very low probability for me. Other people might think different. So, but there is a probability that I could go to 1 million. So, what's the risk? So, as traders, we've seen 69,000 peak, right, DJ? In the next bull run, can we put a target of 69,000 as the next peak? We don't know. You don't know. Yeah, okay. Let's assume it does another top at 69,000. Your loss, what you can lose today is 16,000 change dollars. So there's a 4:1 odds there, roughly. So you're playing probability odds, and you're looking at what other people in the world are doing. Basically what the Fed does as well.
The underlying cost in INR, I think it's around 16,000, 17,000 rupees. Am I correct?
Per Bitcoin?
Underlying cost of the INR, if we are doing cash secured put and if it goes in the money, then we have to take the delivery. So what is the minimum cost of this lot in INR?
I think you can do very little. $100 is, you know, probably something which you can do without getting liquidated. You need to do a 0.001 position, which is 1/1000th of the Bitcoin size. That's the minimum you can do.
Okay.
And the option on, like, I'll just show you that. So there are different avenues you can do it. You can do it on DeFi as well. But let's say you're doing it in Delta, because most people find this easier, and this is a traders carnival. Let's say I want to buy this. The price is $56 right now, and I can do 0.001, so 6 cents. 6 cents. Your transaction fee only will probably be a lot more. So yeah, you can do as the 0.001 BTC is the smallest contract you can take.
$16. So is it $16, $17?
Sorry?
So underlying cost in INR in dollars, if it is 0.001, then it may be
The smallest contract you can take is 0.001 Bitcoin size. That contract is priced over here in dollars. So you can see this is the bid price and the ask price. So the smallest one I can think of is 6 cents, which is approximate. I mean, it's not even 6 cents. If you go to really out of the money, so it's $12 over here. So that will be 1 cent, which is approximately 1 rupee.
Okay.
We're like really far out of the money. So 1 rupee for the smallest size contract.
That is the premium, I think so, no?
That's a premium.
The underlying asset which we have to purchase if the option goes in the money.
You're talking about how much is Bitcoin today? $16,000 roughly. 16 lakhs, more or less, 16 to 17 lakhs.
So basically, I think when you do 1/1000th of the Bitcoin, the exposure that you're taking is about $16, right? That's, I think, that's correct, right? That would be the correct understanding. $16 the exposure and 6 cents is the premium.
So means $16 we have to keep in our account if the option goes in the money. Am I right? Because I have to purchase in Nifty. Actually, what we have to put a cash around means strike price multiplied by 50. So that amount we have to purchase if the option goes in the money.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So how much margin do you have to deploy for, let's say, in Indian rupees, right? Yes. So here it's unfortunately it's all in dollars, but you get a margin of about, so the maximum margin you can take is 100x.
That's okay margin, but suppose the option goes in the money, then I have to take the delivery.
You have to take delivery.
I have to buy the bitcoins. So what is the minimum amount that I should buy? Means for one lot, if I am thinking about one lot.
If you're taking, one lot is 1 Bitcoin.
Means here we are doing options, I think it is 0.01 na, minimum. Underlying.
You can go to 0.01, 0.001.
0.001, right?
So 1,000,
Okay.
0.1% of a Bitcoin. So
So settlement, at the time of settlement, if it goes in the money, so I have to buy minimum 0.001
yes,
Bitcoin.
yeah, roughly about 17,000 rupees.
Yes, that's where I'm
Yeah,
17,000. Yes, I
17,000
just
rupees.
calculated. Okay.
No, 17 lakhs divided by 1,000. Sorry, 1,700
It's
rupees.
around 16 to 17,000, I think.
1,700.
1,600 rupees.
Yeah,
Okay.
1,600 rupees.
So in currency, we have to take delivery around 82,000 rupees. One lot.
In? Sorry?
In currency, generally USD INR, we have to, if it means one minimum contract size is 1,000 USD.
1,000 USD, yeah.
So that will come around 82,000. And
Around
still
82.
this 1,600 is quite less as compared to currencies.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're looking at a purely, leverage, how much leverage you can get, or how small a lot your size you can play. I think currency also you can put in around 1,000 rupees only per lot, right?
Yes, that 2.5% of the margin means we are getting.
2.5% of the margin. So roughly about the same, 2.5% of margin.
So with this less amount, still we can buy Bitcoin. Means
Yeah.
if it is gone.
Yeah, yeah. But it's risky. So you take care of your capital. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's the last questions I had, and I'm going to turn it over to DJ. And wish you the best of luck with him, and best of luck for. Oh, that's I didn't see that.
Am I audible? People at the back, can you hear me? Yes, thank you. So, Shishir, can you join us, please? So, you've had some wonderful sessions on Nifty, Bank Nifty, and just one from Pradeep. And I've had some interaction with people regarding what I've been doing. So, to start off, I've been on some projects in crypto for the last 24 months. And from the last 6 months or so, I've been, okay, let me tell you a story. It's always nice to start with a story because post-lunch, it's the sleepy period, right? So about 6 months back on 2nd of May, I asked my daughter what she wanted for her birthday, which is in January of every year. So every year, all these years, she never used to ask me for anything. So this time she said, I want a business class ticket to California. Okay, she asked for the moon. So that's because she's got married about 3 years back, and her husband has taken up an assignment in California, and she wanted to join him for her birthday. So I said, all these years you've celebrated your birthday with us, so this time you will not be with us, so how does that work? So she said, no, there's a time gap between India and the US, so I'll celebrate my birthday here and then take a flight and then go there and celebrate my birthday there again. So she gave me all the right answers at the right time, so I had no choice. I had to start hunting for projects which could make me insane amounts of money within 6 months. So, see, they say necessity is the mother of invention. So I had a reason to hunt for projects which give you asynchronous returns, disproportionate returns, so to say. So I started hunting for projects. This was around May of this year. And I found some projects. I got into some projects which promise insane returns. When I say insane returns, it is 1.5% per day. Yeah, it's not a phonetic typo. It is 1.5% per day in interest that you get. So basically what I'm doing is, I'm doing one of 5 things that can be done when you have crypto assets. Mining, farming, staking, lending, borrowing. So out of these, all of them will give you rewards, will give you dividends, will give you yield. And the proportion varies depending on the platform you choose. First of all, I have to tell you, yeah, you can. All of these are extremely high risk. So please do your due diligence on every project. And how to do your due diligence, I'm also going to share some resources for you. There's going to be a lot of reading for the next 1.5 years at least for you, which means that you will probably be decently good enough to place your first trade after about 18 months or so, not before. This is not like Maggie or Nescafe. No instant coffee, no 2-minute noodles. This will take a long time. So what I'm going to share in the next 30 minutes is going to be the encapsulation of the last 2 years of my research, where I've done at least about 10 hours of research every day. So my routine in Bangalore now consists of research on crypto plus 2 hours of badminton every night. That is it. So I told you I'm a boring guy, so that is what I do in Bangalore. So they are all extremely high risk. Can you go back to the previous one? Yeah. High risk and high reward. So whatever capital you put, somebody asked me what portion of my capital should I deploy or allocate to crypto of my total assets. And Pradeep said somewhere around 2% or something like that. Around that, yeah, 2 to 5%. So here, there are chances you will blow 100% of your capital. 100%. And that's happened to me also. So I've been on 45 projects. I was on 59 projects earlier. Some projects did not work. So currently I'm on 45 projects. These are all extremely high risk, high reward. When I say high risk, high reward, it means that the project can close, can rug pull you. The term is rug pull, meaning you're standing on a rug and somebody pulls the rug, you fall down. That's the crypto equivalent of somebody stealing your crypto assets. So you have to be sure that you do your due diligence correctly. Use risk capital only, 100%. So put in capital, you can afford to lose. So let's quickly move on to centralized and decentralized finance. Centralized finance is something like HDFC Bank, or where you can convert your fiat to crypto, the country currency to crypto in any country. It could be rupees here, dollars in the US, pounds in London, UK, and so on. So you have centralized exchanges which have fixed entities located in different parts of the geographic parts of the globe. Decentralized exchanges can be located anywhere. Right now, they do not come under any kind of jurisdiction. In the sense, they can be located at some tax shelters like Malta or Dubai. I mean, so many other countries worldwide. And those are the two things. My focus has been, I am entered into some centralized exchange like Binance for onboarding. Onboarding as in converting rupee into some crypto asset, so Binance, and then use decentralized platforms. I've been using many decentralized platforms. One of them is called Pancake Swap as well. So the next one is MetaMask. What is MetaMask? MetaMask quickly is an Ethereum-based browser, a wallet where you can store your crypto. It's a wallet. It's an electronic wallet. It's somewhere online. It has a set of private keys which you are never ever asked to share. Nobody should ask for it, which means the private keys contain your assets. It's like giving a key to a locker to somebody to help them steal your assets, meaning in the real world. So similarly, your private keys is a set of 24 characters or around that 24 characters or more. It can be 64 as well. So MetaMask, that is something that you need to be aware of in order to store your assets. It's very, very important for you to do any transaction in the online world for crypto in decentralized finance, also called DeFi. I have left a link for how you can install MetaMask on a browser in a document I'm going to share with you. So you don't need to make any notes. Everything I'm going to tell you I've already left detailed instructions on an Excel spreadsheet. Can you, Altam, show the Excel sheet? Alt tab doesn't show. There's an Excel sheet. Yeah. So I left some information. I'll quickly go through this. I'll describe it to you very briefly, but for you to understand, you need to go through this document very, very carefully. So first of all, information on all crypto assets. Wherever you do your diligence about due diligence on new projects, new tokens, etc., you can go to a site called coingecko.com. That is the Google for crypto, so to say. I put in a resource there. How to install a MetaMask wallet. I have left a YouTube link. There are plenty of links available on YouTube. There's a lot of resources, so you only need to know how to hunt for it. How to identify scammers. This is a very, very important site, rugdot.io. I left a link for that. What it basically does is, most of us lack the ability to go through code because we do not have the necessary skills to read code, unlike Dr. Santosh Pase here. He is a developer. He's a coder. Used to be a coder. Now he has moved on to bigger things. So since we lack the skills, we need to find out if somebody can read that code and tell you if there's any malicious content on that code. When I say malicious content, in the sense people put in a backdoor into the software code. When I say code, what do I mean code? Any project, any crypto project is basically nothing but a piece of code. It's an Excel sheet. It's a set of code with logic, with smart contracts, with commands indicating if and then conditions, and then act on based on the conditions if they are met or not. So that is rugdot.io. That is a very important thing. You need to look at that as regularly as possible and look for projects there to see if those projects have any malicious code. So they're doing it for free of cost. So it's good to use it basically, because I don't have the skills to read code and understand what each line of code means in a smart contract. Dashboard for all blockchains. So if whenever you put assets into the blockchain, you can figure out what assets you have on what blockchain. So it's kind of, it gives you a dashboard for that. Yeah. Yeah. So now let's go to options to earn passive income. Yeah. So I was talking about the 5 ways in which you can earn passive income: mining, farming, staking, borrowing, lending. All of this. I mostly prefer to lend. I work like a bank. I lend my crypto assets. I get interest. What is the interest I get? I am getting interest on different platforms. Again, I might repeat this too often, but I just wanted to sort of really you to internalize this information, that all of this is very, very high risk. So position sizing. Enter with only as much capital you can afford to fully lose. Lending. I work like a bank. I lend my crypto assets. I earn anywhere from 1.5% to 10% per day. Yes, that's right. You're pulling out your hair. Oh, sorry. No, it's actually 1.5 to 10% per day. I will show you all the platforms. In fact, if you can just go to that Excel sheet once again, please. It's not going, is it? What is the problem? Yeah. So can you see the screen which says referral links? So these are the projects I am on currently. I will quickly go through each of those projects and tell you what rewards each project is giving me. The first one is giving me 3.5% per day, up to 8.5% per day after day 50. Okay, so what I am doing is, I am compounding it every day. By default, on this platform, the condition is if you compound every day, the interest will not go up to 8.5% later on. It will remain at 3.5. But I'm good with 3.5 because I can double my capital in 25 days. Can you go open a calculator? Oh, yeah, CALC. You can use that. Yeah. So using the rule of 72, we can figure out how much time a compounded asset will take to double in value. So let us say I put about $10,000. Oh, sorry. You can, I'm sorry, take this out. 72 divided by 1.5. Divided by 1.5. 47.444. Yeah, so it's rounded it out to 48. 48 days it takes. So I was on a project for about 99 days. So my capital 4x, 4 times. So I had, let's say I had $1,000. It went up to $2,000 on the 49th day, and on the 96th day it went up to 4x. Yeah. So I withdrew most of my capital. The smart way to do this is, sorry. The smart way to do this is to withdraw your initial as soon as you reach a particular point. So I withdrew my investment on 49th day and ran with house money, meaning I worked with the rewards that they offered. So from then onwards, my risk was 0. And another one, 72 by 2% by 2. 30, yeah. So in 36 days, this project is doubled, compounded, meaning every 48 hours you compound once. So I found out that that is the optimal interval you need to compound your assets in order to get maximum throughput in say 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Yeah, we can go back to the Excel sheet. Yeah. So referral links, WC Miner. Can you go to the screen? The WC Miner chart. Yeah, yeah, that one. The next one. Yeah. Yeah, this. Can somebody tell me what is TVL? TVL stands for total value locked. So on any project, on any project in the crypto space, in the DEX space, DEX is decentralized exchanges space. TVL is total value locked, means total assets that are put into the project, and that you have to watch it every day if you are investing. So that's why the hawk here. Yeah. Yeah, you can go to the next one. No, the next slide. Yeah. So this is my project, the first project I was talking about. This gives you, for me, for my investment, again, please do your own due diligence and invest as much money you can afford to lose. I am making approximately $1,500, $1,325 a day, every day, without doing anything. Meaning, after you do the initial investment, after you do your due diligence, and what are the due diligence things? I'll just move away for a minute and tell you about the things you need to look for. Who the developers are, who the investors are, what is the use case. Use case as in what is the real life problem a project in crypto solves for real people. What are the tokenomics? Tokenomics is, are all the tokens released at once or given phase in a phase manner over say 30 weeks or 50 weeks or something like that. Always when the phased out manner is healthier, it's better, so that the price doesn't dump on product launch. So here it's like, one sec. Should I show that laptop and show the screen? Not necessary. No. Okay. Yeah. So this makes about $1,300 every day. And here the price of the US dollar, this is dollar on blockchain, meaning it's a crypto linked dollar. So it's around 88 rupees per dollar right now, INR, for today's prices. Yeah, this is over. No? Any questions? By the way, I also entered some options through to Delta Exchange, but I think both those people have covered that topic of selling options on Delta Exchange much better, Sharik and Pradeep. So, any questions from this corner? This is the crypto corner, I suppose. Sudhanshu, right? Yes. You are in the limelight actually. Lights are. Mike.
Yeah, I also started my journey with crypto only yesterday. I'm not like an expert. I'm just trying to understand. So, when you like you mentioned, out of all these options, mining, farming, staking, lending, borrowing, you prefer lending. Why not the others? The other return economics not great. Like staking, farming. I don't even fully understand those terms. But
Okay, can you go to that slide where I show the 5, this thing? No, sorry, the Excel sheet. Okay, you meant this, right? Those 5 points. Mining, farming, staking, lending, borrowing. So, to make it easy, see, the thing is, I've done something for the last 2 years, I've been doing this. In fact, first time, October 26th on my birthday, my gift to myself was Bitcoin and Ethereum. I bought it at $13,000 and $350 then. Okay, still in the green right now, looking at the price of Bitcoin right now, it's around 16,600 today or something, thereabouts. So, these, can you see this? All these platforms are referral links. It's called ref links. Okay, this is my referral link. This, the first two are the first one is for lending, meaning I lend my assets. See, effectively, the goal is to earn revenue, earn yield, passive income. Passive income, by that I mean you don't do anything at all. You just sit and collect your money at the end of the day. End of the day, whatever time it is, 12 UTC, usually it is UTC 0000, which is 5:30 p.m. India time. So WC Miner, I put all the referral links here. The second one is for mining. It's a BNB mining app. Okay, these are all projects which pay you for lending them assets. What do they do with that? They lend it to other people at a higher cost, or they invest in various projects, or they have certain trading bots. And those trading bots, only if they make more money than what they are giving you. For instance, on WC Miner BNB, I am getting 3.3% per day. So with my investment, I am making approximately 1 BNB per day, approximately. Gold grinder is something that is giving me 10% per day, but I don't know when it's going to rug me. I don't know, so I have not put more money in that. I put about $1,000 into that, 10%. But the way you can only withdraw once every 10 days, not every day. But every day you have to mandatorily compound it once every 24 hours. I've given the links for all of this. You can go through this. But before you do this, you have to look at the first link, coingecko.com. Go there to do your analysis. It gives you, there's a tab called info on their page. It gives you all the information. Sorry. This is something, I've written something here, master app for DEX verification. This is a community project. It is done by a set of moderators who keep monitoring the blockchain for malicious activity. If somebody is draining their TBL, they'll alert on their Telegram group. Look for the Telegram group by the same name. The name is Moonarch, MOONARCH .app. They have a Telegram channel in the same name. Animal Farm Dip, Forest Flakes, Atomilk. All these are projects I am currently on. Meaning, I have been on several projects which have worked okay. I've made some money. I've got back 100% of my capital plus some. Okay, but these are the projects I'm currently on, um, which is earning yield for me. So, I put two YouTube links I follow of influencers or YouTube experts I follow, and you can set up your own subscription list and figure out who is good, because most of them are shilling. Shilling in the crypto space is just they want an exit liquidity for their investments. Yeah. No, it happens in the crypto space, and people in the crypto space are probably smarter than scammers in equity. Because there are certain WhatsApp, Telegram groups that are created where a fake Telegram channel has more followers than the original Telegram channel. So by default, human tendency, the way we would think is, whoever has more Telegram followers must be the genuine one. Usually that's not the case. I mean, that's not necessarily the case. Okay, so basically, I'm mining one of these, BNB. Yeah, so here this is something for all of you. This is a lot of homework for the next 18 months or so, meaning it will take time. There's nothing like instant results. It will take time for you to understand and get comfortable with the space, try and install MetaMask on your phone browser and then read through things. Sorry. I put, can you just go down please? I put all of these links, all the projects I have been on. I've been on some of them. I'm still on, currently on the others. And so, yeah. So, these are some crypto tokens. Wasder, Stratos, MASQ, STOS. All these are some projects which I have invested in. This is hodling, buy and hold. This is like a typical investor thing. Okay, so you can buy and hold it. Did I answer your question on mining, farming, staking? Yeah. Anything else?
What is the minimum ticket size?
What is the meaning of?
Ticket size means how much minimum investment we have to do for that.
Some projects say you have to invest a minimum of $10, $50 or $100. So they set the minimum. So it's up to them. I'm on projects where it's somewhere between $10 and $100 per stake. So you're staking. Your staking is also lending your crypto assets. By the way, one thing I'm doing is I'm only dealing in stable coins. Number one. Number two is I'm only in stable coins. I'm only dealing in BUSD. BUSD is released by somebody called group, basically called Circle. I believe Jack Dorsey of Twitter was part of that circle some time back.
Thank you.
But there is money to be made here. Okay. So I'll be able to send my daughter to California. But knowing my wife, I think she will not allow her to spend that money on that ticket. She'll say you spend it on something much more productive for yourself and go on a regular. Any other questions? Yes, Santosh. Please use the mic. No?
DJ, I'm actually a newbie for the crypto, okay? So I want to start a crypto journey. So now I can see that I can trade in a Bitcoin, that is one thing. I can go for data exchange options, that's the second thing. And the third possible thing is that I can identify these projects and go with these projects.
Is it clear? It's audible or maybe it's feedback for me? You can tell me.
Okay, I'll repeat once again. So, DJ, assume I'm a newbie to crypto. I want to start a crypto journey. So, there are three possible things here, as I see. One is directly trade into the Bitcoin. Second one is go with the data exchange and do the options trading with that. And the third is identify the projects and go with these projects. So what is the safe bet to start?
Yeah, best way to start out of the three options. Okay, I'm not an expert on options because I opened my account with Delta Exchange yesterday. I placed my first trade yesterday. I made 10% on that trade yesterday. That's it. The 10% on that trade doesn't make me an expert. So my shelf life as an expert is 24 hours. That's it. Come to think of that, I'm not an expert on anything else in the crypto space as well. But I've read a lot. I've consumed a lot of content over the last 2 years. And that's really a large amount of content I've consumed. I've gone through various YouTube channels, various Telegram channels, and people they are there on Discord. To answer your question about whether it's good to go the Bitcoin route or the option route or staking, etc., to have the right answer, see, I'll tell you what I am doing. I am converting my rupees into stable coins, BUSD, and lending it to platforms. Okay, I make some rewards on it. Like for example, end of today, I would have probably made about $3,000 here, doing nothing but sitting at the hotel and drinking beer. That's it. That's the beauty of passive income. You do not have to do anything at all once you are set. What I do then is I withdraw the rewards alternatively. One day I withdraw, the second day I compound. Basically, in about 15 or 20 days, I should have withdrawn my entire capital, which I already have about, I borrowed about 60% or so in that. Okay. So I take that money and then I buy some assets if I DCA into something like Ethereum, for instance. That's what I've been doing. Because I believe Ethereum has a long um, road ahead and it shows promise in terms of its use case. So I'm doing those two things. Staking or lending stable coins, and from the profit, part of the profits, I buy Ethereum. This is what I have been doing. It works for me, but people can choose what it is that they want. And I've just started this options trading thing in a small way, but ideally I would like it to be automated because you know me, I'm a lazy guy. So I don't like to do too many things repetitively, meaning
Yeah.
which are non-value adding. Yeah.
Yeah, data exchange, we can do the automation.
I'm sorry.
For the data exchange, we can do the automation. There is a API. I have seen the API now.
Okay, they don't have. I mean, they have something called Robo, but I've not explored
No,
that
no,
option.
no. They have the API at the back end. So I have gone through the API.
Okay,
So we can do a lot of automation there.
okay, but they have to tie up with a third-party algo trading engine, like
That
3 commas.
that we have to write, and they have order flow, so we can do that without the third party.
So they have to support this API, right? Meaning the third-party algo trading
No,
engine.
no. So we
Huh?
have to write our own
You
algos.
just give the API and
Yeah,
integrate it with a
data
third-party
exchange,
engine,
data
and it
exchange,
should work.
data exchange directly. For the data exchange, we can do directly.
Okay. Okay. So it should work directly. Because 2 years back, Santosh, I had set up a bot. It was a DCA long only bot. I had a result of 6.7x in 30 days. This I tried it in October 2021, and yeah, 2021. And I also shared details on this at the Goa Carnival then. So this will check out. We'll be in touch on the
Yeah,
API
yeah.
API thing for Delta versus. Can anybody say I worked with a company called 3commas.io, which is based in Canada. Not for you, Santosh. Can anybody tell me why that company was named? No, Pradeep, you cannot. Sit down. 3commas.io. Anybody can tell me the significance of 3commas.io? Anybody? Okay, let me tell you. 3 commas is the number of commas present in 1 billion. 1 billion. So that's what they named it very nicely. Any other questions? Yes. Sir, Gopi Krishna, sir, you have any questions for me? I told you about that 1.5%, which is what you came all the way from Tirupati for. He was very gracious enough and he brought Tirupati Prasadam for Rekha because Rekha couldn't travel to Tirupati this time before the event. So, thanks much, sir.
So the question is that if in your presentation you had a screenshot, in one of the slides you had a screenshot. Could you possibly bring that up? Just want to understand that screenshot of what you invested, TVL, and what is the return. I want to just understand some of the terms and what platform
Yeah,
that
the
was.
same WC miner thing, the MTM thing. Yeah, that
This
one.
one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
So so TVL I understand.
Yeah, TVL is total value locked in this project. So this project, when the snapshot was taken, the investment in this contract by all its clients was for $461,749.74 BUSD. That's the unit. I have removed this part. That is my investment in this. Just so that, I don't want anybody to take any decision based on my decision. I don't, meaning simply put, I don't want anybody to get influenced by the positions I have taken. That's it. And this claimable earnings is basically 3.5% every day. But I'm not going to tell you how many days I've let it run without compounding. Okay. So you don't know the size of my investment on this. Total number of stakes is 10363. Here, when you collect funds, you pay a 10% tax. When you stake it, you pay a 10% tax, which goes to the platform, which goes into the TBL again. Claimable earnings is $2,259. This is for some number of days. How many days? Let's forget it. Doesn't make a difference. But just understand that I am getting yield at the rate of 3.5% every 24 hours. Referrals, I don't have referrals. That's it.
Got it. And this is WC Miner.
WC Miner is Wolf Crypto Miner. I mean, that's the name of this project, basically. I'm on this project that has been doing quite well for the last 43 days, I think. Can you go to monarch.app on a browser? MOONARCH on the website, yeah. This should go, meaning, yeah. Illida. Hey, Sharik, can you come over, please? Quick short commercial break. We want to. Yeah, he's here. He's outside. Just outside. He came in. Call him, call him. Yeah, yeah. We'll take a short break and we'll just. You can jump. You're younger generation. See? Neeraj. So, great to have you back again, Sharik. They have a mic here? Mic, please. Yeah, for you. I need to pick your brains on the Delta Exchange strategy. Yeah, that's nice actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah? Oh, good, good, nice.
Yeah, yeah, I've been saying this multiple times.
I was telling Jagan also, we are making it a habit.
So the first time in Goa, I heard him using the term.
Rahul Dravid.
No, that's anyways there. The serial offender thing.
Yes.
That was my first time. Then I heard the term. Then I actually became a serial offender eventually. So yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Looking forward. Yep.
Okay. And this also, please. Yeah? Size matters. Hey, one sec, one sec. Thank you. So, Sharik, I think we should continue the nasty habit that both of us have.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Safe travels back home. Back to Bangalore, na? When are you leaving? Okay. Yeah, we'll catch up at Bangalore. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Does anybody have any other questions? Santosh? No. Yeah. Yaru? Yeah, Neeraj, can you join us, please? Neeraj, is Pankaj also here?
DJ, I have a question. Hello?
Who? Yeah, you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. We'll just come, Neeraj, please. Yaru. You can call the entire team also. If the team is here. Yeah, please. You can. Okay, yeah, please, please. You can call the.
Guys, please come on the stage. Delta Exchange team.
So, out with the good, bad, and ugly, Neeraj.
It was actually really good, DJ, to have you guys here. It's commendable how DJ Rekha manages the whole event. And finally, we are sort of meeting also. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, please come. So, Neeraj, would it be wrong if I called you the Men in Black?
No, no. Apt. Absolutely apt.
So, please accept this from us, from Traders Carnival,
Thank you.
and we look forward to continued association and mutually beneficial partnerships. Control 6.
Definitely, DJ.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Akash, hey, Akshay, congratulations. All the best for the wedding. And a happy married life. I'm not going to argue anymore. Hi. Hey, you're welcome. So, ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ? Anybody has any other questions? Yes. Mr. Kilimanjaro.
All of these projects that you just showcased, and you've been on and off multiple other projects, I just want to know, according to you, what's the average life of a project that you have witnessed?
Nobody can say that.
No, but so
Nobody
far.
can say that. I'll tell you why. I have been on a project that ran for 99 days. After the 99th day, what happened was the TVL drained. The total value locked, drained, went to zero. But then this project, this is a DEX. This is DeFi, decentralized exchange. They refunded the original investments, but not the earnings from our side. So it was called stable fund, which is why I have not actually mentioned a link to that anywhere. But there is a V2 coming. I might get into V2, but right now undecided because I don't understand the tokenomics of stable fund. Okay. But I've just given the links, the referral links or the affiliate links of the projects I'm currently on. And on other projects where there's a lot of reading that is required, I put it under the category resources you need to use for DYOR to do your own research.
Thank you.
That's all.
Yeah,
You came all the way for this, just one question.
I took my screenshots.
Done. Okay. So, if there are no other questions, should we? Okay, it's been a pleasure having all of you guys. And we look forward to catching up with you sometime soon again, sometime next year probably. Thanks, Shishir, for the. Do you have any questions, Mr. Gold? You can use the mic. Mic.
This very concept of crypto has been it has been very puzzling to me in the sense that everybody talks about crypto these days, and the peak is yet to come. I mean, going by the analysis and the discussions all around. Everything, I mean, much has been written about it. My only point is, question to you is, I mean, even the central banks are getting involved in a very big way. Uh, Given the fluid situation that we are in, what do you think? I mean, is it what is the future in India? I mean, about cryptocurrency. I mean, talking about the legal status, talking about its legality.
Okay, thanks for that question. It's a very, very important question because that's an answer none of us know the answer to, frankly. In the sense, what's going to happen? How is the government going to tax it? That is something I don't know. What I do know is I will get hit with a 30% tax the minute I convert my crypto to fiat. Crypto to rupees, I have to pay a 30% tax flat out. And my accountant tells me that it's possible that the government might do a TDS kind of thing there, something like that, though I don't understand the framework or the structure of how that works. That's what Vijay Shankar was telling us the other day. So, right now my only hope is to keep my assets in crypto and hope that the ecosystem in India changes similar to what Dubai is, where you can buy cars, real estate, house, property, whiskey, everything using crypto. Stable coins, maybe. At some point in time in the future. Till then, we'll wait and see.
Add to what you have said, the central bank is also coming up, as you know, that is coming up with the central bank digital
CBDC.
currency, CBDC
Yeah,
and all.
right.
So I think it's still, these are early days, and we are going to see a brighter future in the days ahead.
CBDCs, yeah. The Indian government has said that. US is also looking at that. Some countries are also looking at a CBDC.
Correct.
Which means they want more control, basically,
Correct, correct.
the governments.
There
They do
should be
not want to let go of control.
there should be some oversight. I mean, as far as the government is
Yes,
concerned.
oversight. They want oversight, basically.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, we need to wait and see because right now, all the finance ministry has said is there'll be a straight 30% tax on all crypto transactions. You cannot offset your losing trades.
That is what it has maintained. And
In fact, if you notice, a lot of companies from Bangalore have moved to Dubai, possibly for that reason.
maybe, yes.
If you look at Sandeep Nailwal, who is the promoter of, founder and promoter of Matic Polygon.
Mark.
By the way, I'm very bullish on Matic going forward to the
Okay.
future.
And
Not because I'm parochial that he's a Bangalore boy, but generally the use
Yeah.
case, the number of projects that are built on top of Matic
Yeah.
are huge. Every day new partnerships are coming up with Matic.
Yeah, it's an evolving landscape, if I can tell.
Sorry?
It's an evolving landscape
It is an evolving landscape, definitely yes.
and a big unknown also. I mean, going forward. So let's see. I mean, how it evolves.
Yeah, we need to see how it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us. We look forward to catching up with you sometime soon. And you can please spend some time with us in case you have a late night or later flight tonight. Otherwise, safe travels. Your airport transfers are available from the hotel. Please contact Rekha in case you need some information or help. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.